So continuing on with our debate, I'd first like to start with something that Alyssa said. Proving Alyssa's point wrong, saying how having a jury in an adult court could help a case, but this is false. Trying a child as an adult would leave them with longer time, and this was proven by the Encyclopedia of Prisons and Correctional Facilities from December 2012, and it says that 87% of a sample of 946 juveniles received longer sentences in criminal court than they would have received in juvenile court. And another piece of evidence from delinquency cases waived to criminal court from 2008 says that transfer into an adult court proceeding can result in several negative consequences for the accused. Juvenile processing takes place in a closed courtroom, while adult processings are typically public. A conviction record is generally sealed for juveniles, while adult records are frequently publicly accessible. Adult penalties tend to be much more harsher than the penalties for the comparable juvenile offenses, which is proved by the other point that I just made to y'all, and that the juvenile courts tend to be focused on the rehabilitation of the accused, unlike adult courts, which may be focused more on the punishment. Sadly, juveniles who serve jail and prison time are much more likely to be assaulted than those who are serving in juvenile facilities. Going along, I'd also like to talk about a point that Jalen just brought up, which is the cost of juvie versus prison. And the cost of a juvenile facility on average is $240.99 a day per inmate and around $88,000 a year, whereas the cost of a person in a jail or a prison would be around $167,731 to feed and house and guard each inmate per year. And this was just released from the budget office, and these were both from the New York Times that was released. Summing up our debate, I'd like to talk about how that me and Jess are proving that juveniles should be tried as juveniles and not adults, because the juvenile system allows for appropriate rehab. These children are not adults, they're simply children. Juveniles are not fully developed. Juveniles being placed in prison cause more crime and make it harder in their life in their futures, and that punishment yields improvement. In conclusion, if we have stronger school systems, better school programs, and more counselors at schools, these children will be getting the attention and help they need, and we won't have these issues with them in the juvenile court system in the first place. Schools can help with this tremendously by enforcing it in their classes, helping these juveniles deal with their issues in class, dealing with their emotions and cognitive changes that they are going through. These children might know right from wrong, but they cannot process the long-term effect. These children are not thinking about tomorrow or next month. We need to help guide these kids and teach them, not lock them up. Thank you.